Students, yesterday we discussed as to who are the principal stakeholders of business organization, and I told you that there are primary stakeholders and I told you that there are secondary stakeholders. So I hope you revised them and you have a fair understanding as to who are the shareholders and why are they important for a business organization, and why are we learning this? Because the success of the business depends upon primary and secondary stakeholders. The survival of the business depends upon the primary stakeholders. Let us move forward today. In today's lecture, I will give you the definition of business ethics, because remember we have our objective is twofold. We want to understand the subject, we want to inculcate ethics into our day-to-day behavior because it will help us in our professional life, and also we have to do well in the exam, right? All my students have to score a distinction, and if you hear my lectures, listen attentively, revise them once, revise them twice, and I assure you of distinction. We will also discuss what business ethics is not. अब ये business ethics आपने कहा क्या है तो क्या नहीं है, ये भी मैं आपको आज बताऊंगा. We will also discuss principles of personal ethics. We will also discuss principles of professional career, and in the last two slides I will tell you why are people motivated to be ethical. Why should we be ethical, and I will explain to you that it is in the interest of the business to be ethical. So in the last slide I will tell you why business ethics is so important. Okay, so let us start with the definition of business ethics. Business ethics actually is derived from a Greek word ethikos, which means custom or character. So you will see most of these very important words are Greek, or they are Latin, or they have an origin somewhere else. If you see the period, the words which have been invented post Second World War, they are mostly Japanese, Kaizen and what have you. And then when you talk of social liberty and revolutions, most of the words are French. So these are derived. This word ethics is derived from a Greek word which means ethikos. It means custom or character. Okay, and business ethics has been described as an art of the discipline of applying ethical principles. It's an art, it's not a science, it's not an exact science. So business ethics is essentially an art and discipline of applying ethical principles to examine and solve complex moral dilemmas in business. थोड़ा complicated लगेगा, let me break it down for you. Let us see the operative words in this definition, which has been given by Joseph W. Weiss, or Wes you can call. Business ethics is an art and discipline of applying business ethical principles. You are faced with a dilemma. Dilemma मतलब आप पशोपेश में हो. You are facing a dilemma. It is a moral dilemma. क्या सही है, क्या गलत है. आप इस dilemma में हो, और ये आपका personal dilemma नहीं है कि भाई आपके दो दोस्तों में लड़ाई हो गई हो तो whom should you favor. That is also a dilemma. किसको मैं फेवर करूं, क्या चीज चुनूं, दोनों चीजें सही लगती हैं. I gave you the example of Pitamaya Bhishma in Mahabharata, the great character. He had certain ethical values. He had taken a pledge that he will support the king of Hastinapur. ठीक है? So to adhere to that pledge is a value, isn't it? एक मूल्य है. Value means मूल्य, जीवन के मूल्य. To that he will always be loyal to the king of Hastinapur is his pledge. So his one value is that he will remain loyal to the throne. शासक और शासन के प्रति स्वामी भक्त रहेगा. The other value is he will always favor dharma. धर्म की तरफ रहेगा. अब धर्म तो पांडव की तरफ था, है? क्योंकि पांडव सच्चाई की तरफ थे, सत्य की तरफ लड़ रहे थे. So Bhishma had to decide which of the two values he holds more important. This is a dilemma. Both values are important. Okay. He has taken a vow that he will remain faithful to the throne. Throne is Hastinapur. Hastinapur is represented by the blind king called Dhritarashtra, who is madly in love with his son Duryodhan. Okay, so this is called dilemma. अब भीष्म पितामह के लिए डिलेमा आ गया. ये डिलेमा श्री कृष्ण के पास भी आया, सबके पास है. सबने अलग अलग तरीके से अपने प्रिंसिपल्स, अपने इथिक्स हैं, उसके अनुसार उन्होंने फैसला लिया. So business ethics is the art and discipline of applying ethical principles to examine and solve complex moral dilemmas in business. Can we discuss this in business parlance? Okay. You are carrying stock which is about to expire. You are selling, let us say, a brand of ketchup which will expire in 1 month's time. The customer comes to you, he asks for ketchup. You have ketchup which is fresh, okay, and you have ketchup which is about to expire in, let us say, 1 week's time. You are in dilemma. Which ketchup should I offer to the customer? And if I offer him, should I tell him that this is going to expire in 1 week? But if you say so, वो आपकी केचप खराब हो गई, आपका माल खराब हो गया, आपको घाटा हो गया. राइट? बिजनेस के प्रति भी आपकी वैल्यूज हैं. दूसरा, आपका you have loyalty towards your customer also. They are your long lasting customers. You have a loyalty towards them. So it's between honesty and integrity. You must have heard these two words, honesty और integrity. क्या फर्क है? Honesty is, he will ask you, आपके पास ketchup है, you have ketchup, okay, this is the ketchup, you will give it the ketchup to him. Is the ketchup expired? No, it is not expired, but this will expire in 7 days time. You are honest, you are not dishonest. But what is meant by integrity? You have to tell him, sir, ma'am, the ketchup which you are taking is going to expire in 7 days time. This is integrity. That's why they say this man is a man of integrity and this man is an honest man. Right? This is the beauty of this subject, ethics. So moral dilemma, I am not going to give you an answer in this lecture, what you should do in this such a situation. I will give you this answer much later as we progress in the class. I hope you are understanding. In case you are not understanding, please make a note, WhatsApp me or send me a mail and I will come back to you and I will answer your questions. Rituparna Raj, she has written a book called A Study of Business Ethics. She says, a business or a company is considered to be ethical if and only if it reaches a trade-off between its economic objective and social obligations. Economic objective and social obligations. You are the managing director of Toyota Car Company. You are the managing director of Toyota Car Company. You have realized that the cars which you supplied, which belong to one particular batch, their brakes had issues. Their brake drums had problem. आप क्या करेंगे? गाड़ियां जा चुकी हैं, गाड़ियां कस्टमर के पास जा चुकी हैं, कस्टमर चला रहे हैं गाड़ियां. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि हर कस्टमर की ब्रेक डिस्क फेल करेगी और एक्सीडेंट होगा, बट आपको R&D टीम ने बताया कि इन ब्रेक डिस्क में सप्लायर एंड पे जब पता लगा क्योंकि ब्रेक डिस्क सप्लायर ने सप्लाई की है, इट हैज प्रॉब्लम्स. व्हाट डू यू डू देन? डू यू कॉल बैक द कार? सो यू विल कॉल बैक द कार. आप सब उनको चिट्ठी लिखो कस्टमर्स को कि अपनी कार लेके वापस आओ, इसमें ब्रेक ड्रम का इशू है, हम आपकी ब्रेक ड्रम ठीक करेंगे, उसके बाद आपको कार वापस देंगे. सो व्हाट इज द ट्रेड ऑफ? इफ यू विल रिप्लेस द ब्रेक ड्रम फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, this means that you have an economic load on your company. आपका कंपनी का खर्चा बढ़ गया. ब्रेक डिस्क अगर 8 से 10,000 रुपए की आती है और आपकी कार 10 लाख रुपए की कार थी, तो आपका 1% खर्चा उसमें बढ़ गया. राइट? 10 लाख का 10%, 1 लाख का 10%, 10,000, 10,000 रुपया आपका लग गया. बट यू आर इथिकल, आपने ट्रेड ऑफ निकाल लिया. It can create goodwill with the customer. The customer will say, wow, look at this company. Although the customer may be unhappy that the company supplied him the car which had defective things, Yet when they realized, they accepted their mistake and they told me that I should send back. This is the beauty of this subject. So, as per Rituparna Raj Madam की जो book है, A Study of Business Ethics, I read that book. It's a very good book. If you want, you can read that book. But normally, I will advise people who are doing research, who want to do an MPhil or a PhD to read this book. You can make do with the notes I will give you. So you have reached a trade-off. So when a question is asked you, what is the definition of business ethics in all its ramifications, you have to explain the way I am explaining to you, and you have to put it in words in your own language. Don't think of mugging. इसको रटना नहीं है definitions में. You understand the concept and then write in your own language, right? Okay? Honesty, integrity, equity, fair play, transparency. They are touchstones of business ethics. I hope I have been able to explain to you, define what is business ethics. We will now go further in the next slides and I will explain to you this in further detail. Thank you very much. Now in this PowerPoint lecture or in this discourse, I will try to tell you what business ethics is not. First and foremost, you have to understand that ethics is different from religion. Ethics has nothing to do with religion. मेरे धर्म में ये allowed है, मेरे धर्म में ये allowed है. Business ethics क्या है? Your corporation, your company has laid down your business ethics. If you are a businessman, even if you have a small shop, you must lay down your ethical standards. I will tell you, my grandfather had a small shop in my ancestral village, and one day he left the shop, and I and my brother, we were very small then. So he said, okay, this is the price of this is the price of this, and you sell, and when I come back, give me the account. So 4 or 5 boys from village came and they asked for a Rexine belt. The price was only, I don't remember, it was 5 rupees perhaps, but we sold them for 10 rupees, and we thought the grandpa will be very happy when we come back and he will applaud us कि आज profit कमा दिया ज़्यादा. But he was very disturbed. He asked people and he came to know who were the boys who came. He went there and he returned their money. Although he was a small shopkeeper, he had his ethical standard. He will not overcharge. He said, whatever is my price, I will add 1% per month interest to it, and I'll add 10% or 12% profit margin, and I will not overcharge more than 12 to 13% of the cost price, even if it is below MRP. So this is ethics is different from religion. Ethics is not same as law. ये नहीं कानून में ये है तो मैं ये कर लूं. अगर आपके ethics कानून से ज्यादा ऊंचे हैं तो आपको उसको मानना पड़ेगा अपने business organization के. But one thing you must remember, whatever is illegal is unethical. Whatever is illegal, आप ये नहीं कह सकते कि मैं टैक्स की चोरी करूंगा और जो मैं चोरी करूंगा उस पैसे से मैं गरीबों को खाना खिलाऊंगा. ऐसा रॉबिन हुड टाइप नहीं चलता बिजनेस में. Okay, if the income tax authorities come to know that you have stolen their tax, they will come and grab you by the neck, बस गर्दन काट देंगे आपकी. Okay, so ethics is not synonymous with law, but whatever is illegal is unethical. Always remember, I am telling you today, whatever is illegal is unethical. But whatever is illegal does not mean it is ethical. Whatever is legal is not ethical. लीगली आप चाय के पैसे, कोई आपके पास चाय पीने आया आपकी दुकान में, आप और आपने देखा बहुत भूखा प्यासा है, उसके पास पैसे भी लग रहे हैं, आपकी चाय आप उसको चाहे 100 रुपए में दे चाहे 10 रुपए में दे. There is no MRP on a cup of tea. So if you take advantage of the situation that I will charge him 100 rupees for a cup, normally you charge 10 rupees for a cup, it is legal but it is unethical. Isn't it? So ethics is not synonymous with law. First is ethics is different from religion. Ethics is not synonymous with law. Ethical standards are different from cultural traits. Let me explain to you. This is very, very important to you. I was working in Exxon Mobil and I had come from Indian Oil Corporation. In Indian Oil Corporation, it was acceptable norm to accept gifts on Diwali from dealers. इनफैक्ट कुछ ऐसे भी फ्रेंड्स थे जो कहते हैं यार ये दिवाली में गिफ्ट लेके नहीं आया, बड़ा नाराज हो जाता है. बट इन एक्सॉन मोबिल इफ यू एक्सेप्ट ए गिफ्ट फ्रॉम ए डीलर यू हैव टू डिक्लेयर इट टू द कंपनी एंड you have to give it to a common pool, and then from the common pool the management will decide who takes what. First of all, you cannot accept a gift which is more than, at that time it was more than $20 or more than 1,000 rupees. You cannot accept that gift. So culturally, if somebody comes to your house on a Diwali, a dealer, I remember a situation. We had a chief, we had a controller of finance. She was getting married, and the our business associate came from Ludhiana and he came with a sari. उसको साड़ी गिफ्ट कर रही थी. She accepted that gift, but 2 days after she couriered it back to him. Maybe she could have declared, and so the guy was very offended कि मैडम मैंने तो आपको गिफ्ट किया साड़ी, बट सर दी साड़ी की कीमत मुझे लगा कि $20 से ज्यादा है, so it cannot be accepted. So ethical standards are different from cultural traits. And ethics is different from feelings. मेरे को ये फीलिंग आ रही है कि मैं इस डीलर को ये वाली स्कीम दे दूं. No, you cannot arbitrarily give any trade favors based upon your feelings. So ethics is not just a collection of values. Business ethics are also different from personal values. I will explain it to you. So I have discussed in this slide what business ethics is not. Let's go forward. Let me now tell you how your personal ethics and your business ethics would be at loggerheads sometimes. So I'll give you some examples of principles of good personal ethics. Concern and respect for the autonomy of others. दूसरे आदमी की स्वायत्ता के प्रति संवेदनशील होना या उसकी इज्जत करना. दूसरे आदमी की स्वायत्ता, उसके रिस्पेक्ट, उसकी स्वतंत्रता. Honesty and willingness to comply with the law. It's a business, it's a personal ethic also, it's a business ethic also. Fairness and ability not to take undue advantage of others. Fairness and ability not to take undue advantage of others. Benevolence and preventing harm to any creature. Let me now take the last two. Fairness and the ability not to take undue advantage of others. You are a professional footballer. You are a professional footballer. You believe in this principle that you should not take undue advantage of other person's disadvantage. You are playing against a very competitive team and you realize that one of the fullbacks of that team, he is not well and there is no substitute available. Will you like to take advantage of the situation? You realize that because of the foul some opponent player committed and that team is reduced to 10-man team instead of 11-man team, would you not try to take advantage of the situation? You are a professional footballer, you need to earn 3 points for your team. You are playing for Chelsea and against Manchester United and you are playing in their home ground and you have a golden opportunity to best them at their place. Would you not like to take advantage of this? Your professional ethics is, maybe your personal ethics is, नहीं यार वो 10 ही आदमी है भाई. So here there are at loggerheads. Benevolence and preventing harm to other creatures. Benevolence, udarta. You have supplied machinery to a customer and that customer wanted that machinery spare part. Suppose you have supplied a spare part and after using this spare part his production has started again but he is not in a position to pay. आपका दिल उदार है, अरे इसको माफ कर देते हैं. और वो कहते हैं ना घोड़ा घास से यारी करेगा तो खाएगा क्या. You will go to your legal department, you will proceed against that You will go and complain against him in the police station. Your personal benevolence, आपकी पर्सनल व्यक्तिगत उदारता वहां काम नहीं आएगी. आपका it is against your professional ethics. So this is what I meant when I was talking about sometimes your personal values, your personal ethics are in conflict with your professional ethics. At that time, what should you do? At this point in time, what should you do? I also teach this subject to lawyers. वकीलों को भी मैं सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाता हूं, उनको मैं एक एग्जांपल देता हूं. You are defending a criminal in a court of law. You have signed up this client because you need to earn also. You know the client is a criminal. So will the lawyer turn hostile in the court? This is against professional ethics. As a lawyer, you have to do your best to defend your client, even if your client has committed a crime. Mahatma Gandhi did not believe in this. That's why he left the profession of a lawyer. It is our professional ethics. You are a doctor and you have a patient, and that patient is the known bad element of the society. And if you don't save him, the society will get rid of a criminal. In your heart of hearts, in your personal ethics, you don't want him to live. But you are a doctor. What is your professional ethic? भाई आपके ऑपरेशन टेबल पे कोई आ गया, आपको तन मन धन से you have to do your best to save him even if it is a criminal. This is what I mean. So some people take it, sir, what is there in this subject of ethics? It is very simple, sir. We have to follow the rules of the hour. It is not so simple. I gave you the example in my first introductory teaser lecture. Roger Binney, the all-rounder of India, he was a member of the selection committee for selecting the one-day international team. Roger Binney's son, Stuart Binney, he was among the contenders. अब बाप सिलेक्शन बोर्ड का चेयरमैन है और लड़का उसका क्या फेयरनेस आएगा? क्या करना चाहिए? बाप अपनी नौकरी छोड़ दे एज ए सेलेक्टर, वो भी नहीं कर सकता ना, उसको पैसा मिलता है, भाई पैसा कमाना है. What does he do? So what he did when the case of Stuart Binney was being discussed, I have written an article on this in Rediff. You can Google Sudhir Bisht on rediff.com. You will find many interesting articles. So what did this Roger Binney did? When his son's case was being discussed, he walked out of the meeting. He says, this will be behind me. I will not participate in this and I will walk out. It's a good, I think Roger Binney acted like a true professional. I appreciate Roger Binney for this. So, but one of my friends, he said, no, Roger Binney should not have been part of the selection board. So these are degrees. वो कहता है उसको होना ही नहीं चाहिए. अब जब हाई कोर्ट में जज है, उस जज की कोर्ट में उसका बेटा वकील होकर नहीं खड़ा हो सकता. आपको पता है रूल है हाई कोर्ट में. The judge's son cannot come and defend or be the prosecutor in a case, because there will be a conflict between the duty of the judge as a father and as a judge. As a father, he will like to see that his son wins a case consciously. और अगर जज ने न्याय भी किया और जज का लड़का जो वकील है, even if he wins the case, people will say, ये तो मिली भगत है. The son appears in the court of his father and he wins the case. This is called personal ethics, professional ethics. What are the principles of professional career? Impartiality, nishpakshta, impartiality. You cannot be partial. So an umpire cannot say in a cricket match that I belong to Punjab, this batsman also belongs to Punjab, I will favor him. This is not done. Impartiality. So a umpire, objectivity. of a person of judgment. It should not be influenced by personal feelings. Objectivity का मतलब होता है personal feelings should not. Again, I give you an example of cricket because all of you are youngsters. You must have 2020 matches going on. Virat Kohli is playing on 99. Suddenly, Harbhajan Singh from Mumbai Indians bowls a off cutter and he's leg before wicket. Empire's favorite player विराट कोहली. यार मैं एक रन ही तो रह गया इसका. ऑब्जेक्टिविटी. Although he is out, मन में है विचार तो ये आ रहा है आउट है, बट यू नो क्या एक रन ही रह गया. This is what is meant by objectivity. Another principle of professional career is full disclosure. Full मतलब पूरा, disclosure मतलब पूरा खुलापन. आपने जब शेयर मार्केट में नए शेयर्स के लिए अप्लाई करते हो तो फुल डिस्क्लोजर होता है ना. आप जैसे अगर कोई सपोज एक कंपनी है जिलेट जो शेविंग रेजर बनाती है, अंतरराष्ट्रीय कंपनी, इट्स अ ह्यूज कंपनी एंड इट हैज टन्स ऑफ मनी एंड दे से डॉक्टर सुधीर बिस राइट्स फॉर रिडिफ, लेट अस टेक हिम टू आवर फैक्ट्री in United Kingdom. Let's take him for a visit to our factory and let's ask him to write about it. I accept this. I go to their factory. I write a very objective report, but I have to disclose in the end that my visit was sponsored by Gillette. This is called full disclosure. फिर आप रीडर अपने आप अभिप्राय निकाल ले कि भाई उनके खर्चे पे गया था तो ये उनके अगेंस्ट थोड़ी लिखेगा. Full disclosure. When Veer Sanghvi, you know who Veer Sanghvi is? He writes for Hindustan Times. He writes Rude Food. Rude Food rewrites a column. So he writes a column. He writes about hotels and a lot of things. So if he is writing, आप किसी के होटल में ताज में जा रहे हो, वहाँ बुखारा में खा रहे हो, है ना? You are not paying anything. How would you write a wrong report? So he never eats for free. He pays for it. If he eats free, he will have to make a full disclosure. Another principle of professional career is confidentiality. This is a long slide. I will take your time. Confidentiality मतलब विश्वसनीयत. Confidentiality means if you are not supposed to reveal something, you will not reveal something. So if I am the HR head of a company and I am recruiting for my company, and if X from an organization ABC comes and gives his interview, and Y comes from an organization also from ABC company, and Z also comes from ABC company, I have to ensure that X आया था ये Y को ना पता चले, Y आया था ये Z को ना पता चले. एक ही कंपनी में तीनों नौकरी करते हैं. हो सकता है उनमें से एक दूसरे का बॉस भी हो. मुझे इसकी विश्व लीक नहीं होनी चाहिए. दिस कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी, ट्रस्ट, ड्यू डिलिजेंस. ड्यू डिलिजेंस मतलब if you have been given a task, you have to do complete due diligence. If my editor has told me, Sudhir, go and make a story on this new factory which is coming up, मैं वहाँ फैक्ट्री में गया, मैंने फैक्ट्री के पब्लिक रिलेशन ऑफिसर से कहा भैया मैं तेरे पे स्टोरी कर रहा हूँ. He will give me a handout. I will read that handout and submit it to my editor. चाय भी मिलेगी, कॉफी भी मिलेगी, खाना भी मिलेगा. This is not due diligence. Due diligence means I have to go there, talk to workers, talk to the villagers nearby, okay? Talk to some of the vendors, talk to the banks, talk to some of the customers. This is called due diligence. Due diligence. These are principles of professional careers. It may not look so interesting right now, bachcho, but you know, when you will get your first assignment, then you will remember this professor, this old man. What is due diligence? Fidelity to professional responsibilities, integrity, honesty, responsiveness of public interest, accountability. Accountability का क्या मतलब है? Accountability, accounts लिखना नहीं. Accountability. Accountability का मतलब responsibility आपकी है. You are accountable. You have to take accountability. Okay? Authority and responsibility are co-terminus and coexisting. इसको कहीं आप नोट करना, मैंने इसमें स्लाइड में दिया नहीं है. Responsibility and authority are co-terminus and coexistence. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तो जरा सी है और आपको पावर बहुत सारी मिल गई, और आपको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तो बहुत सारी चीजों की और पावर जरा सी है. अकाउंटेबिलिटी इज लाइक दिस. यू हैव टू बी, यू आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल एंड अकाउंटेबल. ये काम हुआ तो आपको आपकी वाह वाह है, ये काम नहीं हुआ so you get the brickbats. So brickbats and bouquets both are in your account. Okay, now you have understood principles of professional career, you have understood principle of personal ethics. Let's move forward. All slides are important, but this concluding two slides are especially important. This slide is, why are people motivated to be ethical? क्यों ऐसा होता है कि ज्यादातर लोग इथिकल ही होना चाहते हैं, अच्छा ही होना चाहते हैं? Do you agree with me that most people want to be ethical, they want to be seen as ethical, most people want to be respected, right? See, we should thank God for this. God, who created this entire world and who created man and woman, he gave everyone a conscience, antaratma. So to have a clear conscience is inherent to human nature. Okay, so most people would like to act ethically under normal circumstances. कोई खामखा किसी से लड़ना झगड़ना पंगा नहीं लेना चाहता या बुरा काम नहीं करना चाहता. Okay, why? Because of what is called conscience, जो अंतरात्मा है उसकी वजह से. This is basic human nature that most of us want to have a clear conscience, so that you must have seen, if you by mistake if you commit a guilt, or if you commit a crime or a minor crime or something, or you are rude to somebody, that leaves your day spoiled, isn't it? If you hurt somebody, you harm somebody mentally or physically, you ridicule somebody, so this has unpleasant consequences. So first is, it is inherent to human nature that you want to be ethical. Second is, anything bad which you do, illegal, you will have unpleasant consequences. Most of you, those who are in, let us say, who are in Twitter, some of you may have trolled somebody. Trolled hota. Some people are enjoying that Aishwarya Rai Bachchan is COVID positive, Amitabh Bachchan is COVID positive. You don't like Amitabh Bachchan as an actor. Suppose you don't like his son, you think it's a nepotistic idea, and you troll him. हो गया ना COVID, but after some time you feel, what did I do? Isn't it? ये मैंने क्या किया, क्यों लिखा मैंने? Fortunately, in Twitter there is an option to delete. Many times, WhatsApp has also given this option, isn't it? You can send a message and you can do delete for all. थोड़ा टाइम मिलता है, but few minutes, I think it is 4 or 5 minutes, you can delete your message. After that you can't delete it, because anything bad you do has unpleasant consequences. So this is why people generally want to be ethical. Mostly anything that is illegal is unethical. Most people don't want to be on the wrong side of the law. Your father will say, you don't have a driving license, so I will not allow you to drive. He is driven by a sense of law and a sense of ethics. Okay, suppose you are a very good driver, you don't have a driving license, so sometimes he may let you go, but mostly if you don't have a license, he will by and large say, no, you don't have a license, I will not allow you to take the car out. Or even if you may have a license and you got the license by foul means, your father will say, no, having a license is not enough, you actually are not an expert in driving the car. Another thing is, if you are an ethical person, it gives you some respect in society, in your family. Most people, you know, the son of a person who's highly corrupt, he will generally be craving to have a father who's a normal father, who may be not so rich, but who may be somebody who is respected in the society. So if you are ethical, if you are an honest person, society at large gives you respect. We are still living in a civilization. The entire world, not only India, everywhere. If you are a law-abiding citizen, if you are a peaceful citizen, people look up to you with love and respect, isn't it? Nobody wants to have a neighbor who is a corrupt person or who's a criminal element or who's a known offender in the eye of the law or somebody who's grossly unethical. So these are some of the factors why people are generally motivated to be ethical. Now we will quickly discuss why is it business, why is it important, why business ethics is important for business, and why should business act ethically. The first and foremost is that all businesses today are operating in a very competitive world. So you need to be ethical. You need to be ethical to your bankers. You need to act with a sense of responsibility with your suppliers. You need to act with a sense of great responsibility with your community in which you operate. You need to act with a sense of great responsibility with your customers, with your employees. Because we operate in a competitive world. Very simple. If you are not ethical with people, people will just leave you. Suppose you are running a bus service in a particular route, and if you are not giving good service, if your air conditioner is not working, people will just leave you. They will travel by metro, or they will take a shared taxi, or they will look for another bus service provider. So this is the fundamental thing, because you are operating in a competitive world. Second thing is, most people want to be ethical in their behavior, in their dealings. Just like in personal ethics, it is inherent to nature, people's nature. So businessmen also, they would like to be fair. Only thing is, somebody will say, I will be fair if other are fair with me. है ना, कुछ इस तरीके का लॉजिक करते हैं. Third thing is that if you have a set of values which you cherish, it gives you a sense of it gives a sense of credibility to you. Your own employees respect you. आप ही अगर अपने एम्प्लॉयज को बोलते हैं इस वेंडर की पेमेंट मत करो, इसको टरका दो, so your own employees will have less respect for you, isn't it? So suppose you are routinely giving bribes to get contracts. आप घूस देके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पा रहे हो, और आपकी कंपनी में, सपोज इफ इन योर कंपनी देयर इज अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, and if you are expecting your own procurement people or your own project people will not take bribes, is it possible? It's not possible. Or you are sanctioning an amount of bribe to be for some official. The person who's carrying that money, he will keep something for himself. Why? See, if you are the beginning point of a corrupt chain, how can you expect people who are part of that chain to be incorruptible? Is it possible? It's not possible. It's not possible. So it may look very good in a movie that people who are vagabonds, they are very true to their values, or it may look in a movie that there could be a dacoit who only robs the rich people and distributes to poor. It never happens in the real world, because even if there is a robber who only robs wealthy people and gives that money to the poor, there may be some members of the gang who may not believe in those values. So, and people may have different perception, who is poor, who is rich, isn't it? So your employees, your own employees, they will not have a sense of credibility if you don't have ethics. Employees respect, and there has been a study that organizations which are rated as highly ethical, they have performed well. They have performed well in the share market. Their market capitalization is higher. There is a company, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. Generally, there are other oil companies also, public sector oil companies also, but Bharat Petroleum Corporation is considered, its people are considered to be more professional, more ethical, more alive to the needs of the trade, of the consumer, of the suppliers, of the employees. See the price of the share of Bharat Petroleum and compare it to the share price of other oil companies, the public sector oil companies. So research has proved that if you are an ethical organization, it will reflect in your market value. Your market capitalization will be more if you are an ethical organization. It is also a fact that ethics, they help you with better decision making. So if you know that you are not allowed, your company's business ethics do not allow you to use unfair means to win a contract, it will help you in decision making. I will not participate in this contract, or even if I lose this contract, so be it. I am not asking you not to be competitive, but to act as per the ethics of your company. There may be people who may quit organizations because they feel their personal ethics are very high and they cannot compromise their own personal ethics by working in a company where the ethics are not as per his expectation. So business ethics is very important.